Good morning, everybody. My name is Andy Sweetman. I'm the Sales and Marketing Director for Futamura, and welcome to this webinar. We're going to focus today on why consider the use of compostable packaging materials in the fruit and vegetable sector. I'm delighted that we have expert speakers from the UK, Spain, and Italy present with us today, and we're going to go through the complete supply chain, really, from the film manufacture through the conversion stages, onto the packaging machines, and ultimately commercialization at the retail level. Just a couple of words from myself. First of all, in terms of the format for today. So you have the question and answer button on your screens where you can raise a question for us, and we will come back to questions at the end of the presentations. So please feel free to use the Q&A to raise any particular questions that you would like to have. And without more ado, I shall start things off. Just a couple of words from myself in terms of the concept. Why consider compostable packaging at all in the fruit and vegetable sector? Well, we know that people are looking around for alternatives, more sustainable alternatives to fossil-derived packaging materials, which have been the standard materials used over the last few decades. There's a very nice fit between the idea of taking materials which are derived from natural resources and using them to pack the most natural foods you can imagine, fruit and vegetables. So there's a start of life benefit, but also at the end of life, when you've prepared food, you're left with scraps of fruit, vegetables and fruit. And so the packaging then can follow exactly the same disposal route as the food waste at the end of life. So we address both the start and the end of life questions there. The other thing that's important to say is plastic materials perform incredibly well throughout the supply chain, keeping food fresh, running on packaging machineries, delivering the products to market. So we need to be able to match the kind of performance that you see from conventional packaging. And that's really the place that we're reaching today with these compostable materials. We're able to successfully pack on classic flow wrap machinery, vertical machinery. There are now lidding solutions coming to market. There are fruit and vegetable label solutions on the market as well. And there's also a nice fit between these materials and other sustainably derived materials such as paper and board. And we'll see some of those during the course of the next hour. In terms of the material that Futamura manufactures, it's called NatureFlex. It has a number of key technical benefits which make it very suitable for fruit and vegetable packaging. The transparency that you'd expect from a conventional material, gas barrier and the ability to tailor the moisture barrier characteristics of the material to fit the needs of the individual produce, a wide sealing range, and yet still easy to open in terms of the consumer experience. The ability to sort of twist close the material afterwards if you've only eaten part of the portion. Good printability and naturally anti-static characteristics as well. And then from the environmental point of view, you have, first of all of the materials used come from sustainable forestry sources. All of our suppliers are either FSC or PEFC registered to prove the sustainability of the raw material. And then at end of life, all of these materials are certified both to the European, US and Australian industrial composting norms, and also the European home composting protocol as well.